So it's important for you to have a business email for brands to reach out to you.
The dash is busy, the schedule busy. My head in a hoodie, my shorty a goodie. My cousins are crazy, my cousins like boogie. Life is amazing, it is what it should be.
Hey Cocos, welcome back to my channel. My name is aniayachanel. If you've never seen my face before, welcome to my channel. I create fashion, lifestyle, and college related content. So as y'all can see by the title of today's video, this is episode 1 of my content creator series. If you are someone who's interested in becoming a content creator on any platform, not just YouTube, so YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, Pinterest, I don't know, whatever your heart desires, I got you with the tips. I have the experience, I have the statistics to back it up, baby, okay? If you've been following my channel for a while, you've probably seen some of my growth and some of the brands that I've worked with. I have the tea for y'all. I promise you I'm gonna plug you. So to give you guys a rundown of what this series will contain on my channel, I basically want this series just to be helpful for anyone who wants to start content creation or who's already started content creation, influencing, whatever you wanna call it. I have a bunch of tips for you guys that I'm gonna give you, not just in this video, but it's gonna be continuous episodes. So each episode will be geared towards something different. For example, I'm gonna have one episode specifically for how to edit videos, whether that's a YouTube video or a TikTok. I'm gonna show you literally physically how I edit all of my videos. So stay tuned for that. I have another episode where I'm gonna talk to you guys about how to make money working with brands. I know that's what y'all are interested in, so I have a whole episode that I'm gonna tell you guys as much as I know about as far as picking your rates and things like that. This series I'm so excited for. I've been wanting to do this for so long, so make sure you guys are subscribed, turn your post notifications on so you guys can get notified every time I do post part of the episode, okay? For this episode, I asked you guys questions over on my Instagram. These are a lot of like general questions. Of course, each episode is gonna go in depth on these answers. Okay, so let me tell you guys a little bit about my background as a content creator, micro-influencer. I started YouTube in May of 2020. I hit 1,000 subscribers and became monetized on YouTube in April of 2021. So it did take me about a year just for me to finally get monetized, but I feel like that was really good. And then as far as TikTok, I started a new TikTok account specifically for branding and content creation in August of 2021, and that account now has 8,600 plus followers. So TikTok's doing great, okay? TikTok is one of those apps that's like up and down too. Like sometimes you'll do really well, all the videos you push out are hitting like at least 1,000 likes. Sometimes you're getting 70 likes or 700 likes and you're like, dang, what's happening? So I feel like I've been doing really good on TikTok. You guys can go follow me on there and see my growth and like what videos do really well on my page and some of the videos that haven't been doing as well. But as far as TikTok, I feel like my page is doing really well because I get emails from brands specifically wanting to work with me on TikTok. So baby, I got the facts. I gotta back it up, okay? On my Instagram, I have 3,500 followers and some of my pictures get at least like 2,000 likes. I've done really well getting on like the explore page. So I feel like I've tried different hacks in order for me to get there. So I do use hashtags. Sometimes I use the feature called alt text, which is in your settings. You can basically give a description of what your picture is and it helps push your picture even more. So I've done that and I feel like that's why I've seen such good results with some of my pictures. Again, you guys can go follow me on Instagram and see what I'm talking about, but you know, there's so many different hacks on Instagram, I feel like, for you to grow, and especially reels. I've been doing a lot of reels. Some of my reels have done extremely well, and so that I think is another thing that's contributed to my success on Instagram as well. So even though it's not like 10,000 followers on Instagram, I've still done really good. And I've also worked with Air Pastel, which is a clothing brand. I'm sure y'all have heard of them. They were really popular. They're still popular, but I've worked with them over my Instagram for a back to school campaign and I got paid. So you know, I'm just trying to sell y'all here that I'm the one that you should listen to, okay? So that is a little bit about me. Now let's get into the questions that you all had. So the first question that I got says, what do you use to edit your YouTube videos and your TikTok videos? So for my TikTok videos, I edit on my iPhone 13 Pro Max. I use the app CapCut to edit all of my TikTok videos, whether it's a montage, an outfit of the day, I use CapCut, period. I use CapCut, I use my actual camera, like the camera app, to record all of my TikTok videos. please do not record TikTok videos in the actual TikTok app. You will get quality that is not up to par, okay? As far as YouTube, I have a Canon G7X that I film on all my videos. It's a Canon G7X Mark II. I'm gonna link it in the description box for those of you guys who want to purchase it. It is an amazing camera. I will get more in depth about it later on, but that's what I use to film my YouTube videos. As far as editing on YouTube, I use the app Final Cut Pro, which is basically a updated, better version of iMovie. You do have to pay a one-time fee for Final Cut Pro, but it's $299, and if you're a student, you can get it for $199. I'm gonna put the link in the description box for those of you all who are students, college students. You can get that for $199. That's how I got Final Cut Pro, okay? And there's also a free 90-day trial for Final Cut Pro if you want to try it out and you have like a MacBook. You can try it out, play with it, see if you actually like it before you actually purchase it. But yeah, I use Final Cut Pro and I edit all of my videos on my MacBook Pro. I do not like editing on my phone. It's not fun. I feel like it's too small. I like to be able to see on a big screen. I'm slightly blind. I'm being for real. I cannot do the phone thing. So I edit all my videos on my MacBook, and I will have another episode where I'm literally showing you guys how I edit my videos on Final Cut Pro. iMovie is so easy to use. I literally promise you, if you have never used iMovie, just look up a video on YouTube of how to edit on iMovie and watch that, and I promise you got it down. The next question says, how much should I set aside for purchasing a camera? And I've tied this in with some of the other questions I got, which says, what are good cameras to purchase and what kind of camera do you have? Like I said, I have a Canon G7X Mark II. There are so many different variations of Canons, but this is one of the best cameras that I've found personally for filming vlogs and like lifestyle content. Depending on what your content is, if you do more sit-down videos, I would not invest in either of these cameras that I'm about to tell y'all about. If you are a lifestyle content creator, meaning you're gonna do some vlogs or majority vlogs, then both of these cameras that I'm gonna recommend to you all are good for what you're trying to do. But if you're more of a sit-down YouTuber, like you're gonna be doing makeup tutorials, or I don't even know, whatever it is where you're like sitting down physically like this, then I wouldn't really recommend these cameras. Not to say they won't work for you, but I feel like there's way more better cameras out there that will be up to par for what you're trying to do. So when I bought my camera was $749 with a 2-year protection program through Best Buy. But I really recommend you get a protection program on whatever device you decide to purchase, because you never know, something could go wrong. You could trip and your camera demolished on the ground. Like, it could be so simple as to that, and it's so worth it to put that $60 on a protection program just to get your camera fixed. So the other camera that I wanted to tell you guys about, I do not have this camera, so I don't have any personal experience with using this camera, but I just know it's a really good camera for lifestyle content. Even if you're doing like fashion content, it's a really good camera. So this is the Sony ZV-1. I'm sure y'all have seen this on TikTok or heard about it because so many people are buying this camera. It's an amazing camera. It's sleek, it's cute, it has a physical like fluffy little microphone on the top of the camera. The Sony ZV-1 goes for about $883 through Best Buy's website with the 2-year protection program. To answer the question of how much to set aside when purchasing a camera, I would literally say about $900 at the very least, because when you're thinking about this, you have to buy the camera, you have to buy tripod, you have to buy SD cards, you have to buy batteries. There's so much more that goes into owning a camera than you think when you're like, oh, I want a camera because I want good quality. Like, these cameras are not cheap. I also want to make sure that I put emphasis on that it is not essential for you to purchase a camera. For my first year on YouTube, I used my iPhone 12 Pro Max and it was fine. My quality still, of course, you could tell a difference between a camera and an iPhone, but if you don't have the money for a camera, do not feel like it is essential, like you have to have one, because you can create great quality content on your phone. The next question that I received says, how do you get audience retention up? How do you keep your followers engaged, establish a presence in all of your videos? If you personally would not watch your own video all the way through, if you were a stranger, then reevaluate, okay? Because if you yourself are not gonna watch your own video, then why would someone else wanna sit there and watch it fully through? Also, my biggest recommendation as far as filming and things like that, be confident in yourself, okay? Be confident, be yourself, be comfortable. Relax, don't take this too seriously, because I feel like when you start taking content creation, YouTube, TikTok, Instagram too seriously is when it's not fun anymore. This is supposed to be fun, and you can tell the difference between someone who is doing it for fun versus someone who is doing it to make money. And I don't need to say that because obviously everyone wants to make money, but you need to still have fun doing it because that's when the authenticity comes through. My other recommendation is to find what makes you unique, whether that's you know how to do your own nails, you know how to make clothes, you know how to put fits together, whatever makes you, run with that shit, okay? Like literally, I promise you, figure out what your talent is and run with it. Literally, you can make so many videos from things that you know how to do, like how to do your own lashes. People literally look these things up because they don't know how to do them. So you teaching someone else, that's automatically them gonna subscribe, that's automatically them gonna like the video. They're like, ooh, she knows how to do this really good, them lashes look so good, those nails look really good, I want to learn how to do those fits like that. Like, people are entertained by things that you can teach them, you know what I mean? What type of videos make you blow up? How do you get your videos out there? So I always say that as a small creator, you need to be creating searchable content, meaning YouTube is a search bar, it's a search engine. So anytime someone types in something that they're looking for, you, a small creator, has a chance of popping up, and you have a chance of someone clicking on your video because you're creating searchable content. So some examples of searchable content is day in my life, room transformation videos, outfit idea videos, recreating Pinterest outfits, story times, come hygiene shopping with me, maintenance vlogs, come to my appointments with me. Any DIY video, like DIY lashes, DIY nails, DIY hairstyle, like any of those do-it-yourself at home videos do extremely well as well because everyone wants to save money. Nobody really wants to be out here spending $1,000 to get their hair done or get their nails done, get a Brazilian wax. Like, if you know how to do any of these things, make a video about it, like, period. The next question is so popular. Where do I get my copyright-free music from? Tipsy Turtle on YouTube. I use a lot of their songs. Majority of my music on my vlogs and stuff like that is from Tipsy Turtle. Go subscribe to their channel. You can use their songs, they're copyright free. Okay, so the hack I'm about to give y'all will show you whether or not any song that's on YouTube is copyright free or not. You can tell because it'll show you what song it actually is if it's copyright. So I'm on YouTube right now. This is from the Tipsy Turtle YouTube, and we're gonna go in the description box. So click the little down bar, scroll down. You see right there where it says That Right There by Summer Walker. This is copyright. This is copyright, so it will copyright your video. If it doesn't have this little bottom part where it's blue and it's telling you what song it actually is, then you can use it. It's copyright free. My next question says, how do you build the confidence to start being a content creator? I say, do what you want to do. Don't let anyone stop you from doing what you want to do as well, because I feel like a lot of times people DM me are like, I'm scared, I don't want to be judged and shit like that. People are gonna judge you for walking down the street. Don't ever let anyone stop you from doing what you want to do. Just stop thinking too much into it. I feel like when you overthink, you're gonna psych yourself out. Another thing I want to put emphasis on is don't feel like you have to have everything together in order to become a content creator. Like, you don't have to have your own apartment, and you can live in your parents' house and still create content. Like, it doesn't have to be this whole aesthetic thing that you always see on social media. People are like, oh, I'm 19 and I just bought my first apartment. Like, that's really not even realistic, I feel like, for a majority of the people in the world. So don't feel like you can't start content creation because your house is not aesthetic or this, that, and the third. Like, you're like, I still live in my parents' house, or I don't have a car, or I'm struggling with mental health. Like, still start content creation. Just because I feel like people find real relatable. So don't think because you have all these things going on that are not going good that you can't do content creation. Just start that shit, okay? My next question says, how do you film/edit TikTok montages, and tips on posting quality videos and photos? The only answer I'm gonna get to this is literally go check out the link in the description box. I've already made a tutorial on how I film and edit my TikToks. So I'm gonna put that in the description box for y'all. It's over on my TikTok. It's a quick, I think 1-minute video on how to do that. How to balance content creation plus school and everyday life. My answer to that is record everything. Number 1, record everything. And number 2, plan. A lot of people forget about the planning aspect of content creation. So that is literally what's gonna make your life 10 times easier. I have a whole list in my phone of video ideas. That is something that is crucial to becoming a content creator. Go ahead and plan out as many video ideas as you can. This will help you be consistent, and also it'll make your life a lot easier. So that's one way that I personally balance school, everyday life, and content creation. I record everything that I do because that's automatically a TikTok vlog right there, and that's consistency because you're recording every day, everything. You're never gonna run out of videos because you're always doing something. And even if it's as simple as you staying in the house, you had like a bad day or you started your period so you're not feeling like going outside, record that shit. I literally saw a video on TikTok the other day and she was like, this is my routine for when I'm on my period. I feel kind of lazy, but I still had to get things done. She was like, she got up, she vacuumed and things like that. That video literally had 37,000 likes. It could be so simple, like you don't even have to go outside. I'm saying like you're doing something every day. Some of y'all may be like, I don't do things every day, I'm staying in the house. Record that shit. People find real relatable, like literally you could be in your house just talking to yourself, and if it's funny, it's gonna blow up. Do hashtags play a big role in your success on YouTube? I would say no. Your title and your thumbnail are way more important than hashtags. I personally just started using hashtags on my YouTube videos, and I was just kind of playing with it to see if it helps or not, and I honestly have seen not much of a difference. I feel like it just kind of helps categorize your videos a little bit more, but what's most important is your title, because like I said, YouTube is a search engine. So if someone is looking for a day in my life or, you know, a maintenance vlog, if you have that title, your video is gonna come up. Does the duration of my videos on YouTube matter? I would say that you need to be posting videos that are at least 15 minutes and up, okay? Because if you're doing a vlog, who is about to watch a 6-minute vlog? I would not even click on that. I'm not gonna cap to you. I want a vlog that is at least a little bit lengthy. And I also say 15 minutes because if you're on YouTube and you're looking to become monetized, which is where you can get paid on YouTube, you have to have 4,000 watch hours, okay? Hours, not minutes. 4,000 watch hours. You can do the math yourself. How many minutes is in an hour? And 4,000 watch hours is a lot. So 6-minute videos is not gonna help you get to 4,000 watch hours. So that's why I keep putting that emphasis on them 15-minute videos, even if you could do longer, but please make sure those videos are entertaining so that you can sustain your subscribers as the video continues. What can be motivation to continue content creation as well as edit long footage? I would say an aspect of being a content creator is being creative. So for me, I enjoy editing because it's bringing out my creative side. I get to try new music, I get to try new montages, I get to try new pop-ups, I get to try new templates and filters. Like, this is a whole aspect of being a content creator. You're going to have to edit. So if you don't enjoy editing, maybe think about getting someone who can edit your videos for you. And as far as finding motivation, think about your end goal. Why do you want to do content creation, or why do you enjoy doing content creation? And that answer is your motivation right there. Next question that I got says how to have confidence when vlogging in public. There's literally no way for me to sugarcoat this. Y'all know I'm straight up and honest. Literally just hold that camera up and create the content that you personally would want to watch. Nobody wants to see the bottom of your chin. Hold the camera up. Be confident with it. If you're gonna do it, then do it the right way. Number 1, I just want to throw this out there. Y'all, it is 2022. When you see someone vlogging in public, you look at them, you're like, oh, I know what they're doing. They're doing YouTube. And half the time, I would say like 80% of people who look at someone who, when they're vlogging, they think it's cool. Nobody's really gonna be sitting here like, oh, she got his camera out. Why is she recording herself? Does that even make sense? It is 2022. People record themselves all the time. And majority of the people in the world know about YouTube. So if you're recording yourself on a camera or even on your phone, they are probably like, oh, they're doing YouTube, or oh, they're filming a TikTok, or oh, this, that, and the third. Like, nobody's really judging. So please get out of your head. Who cares? Even if they are judging, fuck them. At least if they're gonna judge you, make sure you're doing what you want to do. How to be consistent with posting content. My recommendation for that is create the longest list that you can possibly think of all your TikTok ideas, of all the video ideas that you want to do for Instagram Reels, or even if it's just like regular in-feed post on Instagram. How do you want to take those pictures? What outfits are you wearing? Go ahead and plan this stuff out. Also, look up inspiration. If you have a favorite YouTuber, look at what type of videos they're posting, how they have a style to their videos. Everyone has a unique style to their own videos. It's like reading a book. You see that each author writes books differently. So you have your own style, and that's what's gonna make you unique. That's what's gonna make you stand out. You can see that each YouTuber posts different videos, or they may post the same videos, but they do it differently. So look up inspiration if you're trying to get some video ideas or some ideas on where to shoot content. You're like, I kind of want to do a different background. Like, I'm tired of doing white walls. Let me get a gray wall, or let me get a black wall or a blue wall. Like, look up inspiration. And while I'm on the topic of getting inspiration, I want to put emphasis on how there is a difference between being inspired and copying. When you're a content creator, you have to be creative, and it's a difference between looking at someone's pictures and being like, oh, these are so cute, I want to like kind of create that in my own way, versus being like, I'm going to do that filter, I'm going to do that outfit, I'm going to do that background, and I'm going to copy and paste everything and act like it's mine. It's okay to create a video idea that's trending, but do it in your own way. You are your own individual. There is no reason for you to copy someone else. You are worth more than that, I promise you. And also, as a content creator, it's disrespectful when someone copies you. They don't give you credit. They do it exactly the same way as you. But also, I feel like it's disrespectful to yourself in a way, because you know you're creative, you know your own talents. Why are you copying someone else? So just keep that in mind. Content creation is not always easy. It's okay to take breaks and come back 10 times harder if you need to. People say consistency is important, but quality over quantity. The next question says, how do you get sponsorships? To start that off, I just want to tell y'all some of the sponsorships that I personally have received. So like I said earlier, I've worked with Aeropastel, I've worked with Dossier, I've worked with Shop Cider, I've worked with Teamy Blends. So the way that you can get sponsorships is create a business email. This needs to be a whole new email. I'm talking literally create a new email that is specifically only for content creation. This email is going to be for anytime you sign up for a program that's for content creation. This is going to be your email specifically for businesses to send you emails for when they want to work with you. Create this email and paste it everywhere. I'm talking put it in your Instagram bio, put it in your TikTok bio, put it in your YouTube description box. So it's important for you to have a business email for brands to reach out to you. For a YouTube description box, you can just put, if you are a brand and you're interested in working with me, you can send me an email at whatever @gmail.com. Simple as that, period. Now, the other way that you can get sponsorships is by signing up for different platforms that work with small creators. Now, this is probably the one that y'all been waiting for. This says growth tips. So I don't know if this is for Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, but I'm gonna try to capture all of those. Number one, do your research. There's so many videos on YouTube, TikTok, even Instagram about how to grow, how to go viral, things like that. You need to take advice from everywhere, because even just watching this video is probably not going to be enough. You should go on TikTok and look up how to get your video viral. Watch a few videos and see what they say as well, because everyone has different methods that have worked for them. So you need to try different things, because what one person says worked for them may not work for you. So that's why I keep saying trial and error, because content creation is never easy. It's always going to be a challenge. Social media can be extremely confusing sometimes, and you can't really figure it out. You just have to do your research and be able to adjust. And as I'm saying, do your research. While you're researching, you can easily research different filters and different things that you can do to advance your editing. For those of you guys who are doing YouTube, please create fire thumbnails. This is a crucial part to growth, because if someone is looking at your thumbnail, this is the first thing that they are seeing to decide whether or not they want to watch your video. So if your thumbnail looks ass, they're not going to click on it. Make sure your thumbnail looks good quality, make sure it's bright, make sure you've tried different fonts to see which one looks the best. I will have a whole video, like I said, about editing process, meaning I will tell y'all how I edit on Final Cut Pro, I'll tell you how I edit my thumbnails, but I use Canva, Fonto, and Moldiv to edit all of my thumbnails. Everyone always asks me where I get my fonts from. I get all of my fonts for TikTok from Canva. Another tip I have for you all, whether you're doing TikTok, YouTube, Instagram, Capture your audience's attention within the first 30 seconds. My last growth tip for y'all is to not take content creation too seriously. Have fun, and I promise you, you'll grow faster because you're doing it authentically rather than for an outcome. The last question I'm going to answer for this video says, if you reach out to a company, do they have to pay you? How do you choose your rates? So to answer that question, if you reach out to a company, you find their email or you DM them or something on Instagram, you can still ask to be paid. This is time and energy and effort that you're putting into a video. Also, your face itself is a brand, so they need to pay you for that. So just kind of be wise. Like I said, you can take gifted sponsorships. Don't feel like you don't need to at all. Like, gifted sponsorships are great too because you're literally getting free products. Number one, that's also free content right there. Getting free products is content that you can make. As far as choosing your rates, my best recommendation for that is number one, go based off of your engagement and your followers, because even though that kind of sucks and you can't help it sometimes, that's really what gets you paid. So if you have high engagement, then brands will want to pay you, because remember, brands can see what your engagement looks like, so don't lie. So for example, as a smaller creator, you can do $100 for 2 TikToks, or you can do 3 TikToks for $50. Like, I don't know, whatever it is, you can just throw numbers out there. Honestly, a lot of TikToks I've seen have been saying, like, literally just shoot for the sky when it comes to giving a rate. And if they say no, just lower your number. You know what I'm saying? Because you could say $100 and they would have done 200. You never know unless you ask. Just be like 200 and see what they say. So yeah, that's my advice as far as choosing your rates and how to work with companies. Like I said, I will have a whole video dedicated to talking more about working with brands. So this concludes the end of this video. I hope you guys found it helpful and informative. If you did, make sure you guys subscribe and join the Cocos Chanel family. We're almost at 10K and I'm so excited. Also, I do want you guys to comment down below if there's any specific topics or questions that you guys want in the next episodes to come, because like I said, I have episodes already planned out, and if you do have any questions, I can just fit it into where the episodes fall. Thank you guys so much for watching this video, and I will see you in my next one. Bye!
The dash is busy, the schedule busy, my head in a hoodie, my shorty a goodie, my cousins